All right, welcome back to the Student Cast. We're on episode 10, and I guess I just had to bring back everyone's favorite guest, it seems. My brother Brandon. He's here.
Yo, what am I saying?
It's been a while. I didn't realize how many weeks it's been since you last been on. It's been
Yeah, no, I've been sitting back listening in the distance. I've been working,
yeah.
and yeah, I'm liking now because I feel like if it was just us the whole time, it will get pretty boring and repetitive. So it's good
Mm,
that you brought in new flavors,
yeah.
you've brought in new people into the mix of it. So the May one I found really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I want to bring more people in. It's just getting people on who are interesting enough and are willing to do it because not there's a lot of interesting people, but they don't want to do the podcast, and then there's some people that want to do it and that aren't that interesting. So I have to find the right kind of people.
Yeah, no,
But
exactly very true, mate.
yeah, but I've got a couple lined up and pre-recorded, and they're going to be going live each week. So yeah, but obviously I had to bring you, being the first guest, back on for the
Come
10th
on,
episode. And yeah,
come
so
on, mate. I'm here. My aim is to be back for every milestone episode. I'll be here.
hopefully that's going to happen. Episode 25, 50, 100,000, you know.
Okay, well, listen. If you make it to episode at 1,000, it's game over for you. Honestly, like
Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
talking like a 12-hour one.
yeah. Um so yeah, what you been up to? How's the placement going? What's the update on that?
Yeah, well, I guess the last time people would have heard from me, I was a few weeks from starting my placement.
Mm,
I started in the start of August, so I've done about 31 days of it now.
yeah.
And yeah, honestly, it's just proving more and more to me the fact that if you go to university, you need to do this placement year. Like
Mm,
it really does open your eyes, and it sort of puts all this theory into practice. So
yeah.
like university, okay, so I feel like I've sort of changed my opinion on university now. I feel like university is what opens the door,
Yeah.
but the placement is what actually is you walking through that door and actually seeing what's in that room, sort of
Mm,
thing. So like, I'm Well, I came into this saying, okay, I need to make as many friends, make as many contacts as possible, and
mm,
that's what I've been doing. So I've been speaking to anyone and everyone basically.
yeah.
But yeah, no,
Networking.
it's good. Yeah, networking is so important because at the end of the day, when you go into a placement, ideally you want to go back, you want to go back to them.
Mm,
So you need to make as many friends as you can, and at the end of the day, just show off who you are. So just work hard, but and this just realize that this is such a great opportunity where a lot of people won't be as lucky
mm,
to ever get into placements because I'm not too sure how many people will apply for mine, but I know it's a big company, so thousands probably will apply for them,
mm.
and it's a good thing to know that you are the one candidate they wanted, sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's definitely reassuring. Um,
Yes.
and you have to maximize the most of it. But yeah, so what have you been doing in your placement now?
What's obviously I can't talk too much about who I work for and the stuff we do, but let's just say it's business to business work. So I'm contacting businesses. I'm running campaigns. And
Mm,
also, so I'm part of the sales team.
mm,
So yeah, a lot of my job is speaking to customers, which it would be in person, but using Zoom, for instance. Like
mm.
the amount of times I've been on Zoom now is countless. Like literally, I live and die by Zoom. So
Yeah,
listen, you know how hashtag get Vlad a Red Bull sponsorship, hashtag get Brandino a Zoom sponsorship,
yeah.
mate. I
Zoom
am
is the
Zoom.
one.
Mate, Zoom is sick. And you know what? Some businesses use Teams, and Teams that don't cut it, in my opinion. Like I don't know. I feel like Microsoft Teams is fantastic as like a sort of like a social media, but Zoom is where it's at.
Yeah, but Zoom is more video calls, whereas Microsoft
Yeah,
Teams you can manage projects and do a
yeah.
lot more stuff. And it just happens that Teams also has video calls. But yeah, but the only thing with Zoom is that it costs bare p to have the more like expensive ones.
All
Whereas
right.
then, yeah,
I didn't know it cost money because I presume companies just pay for it anyway.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
there's
I
like
didn't know you pay
company
for it.
deals. But if you're like, you can have it for free, and like we're chatting normally, and we could even do video chat for unlimited amount of time. But say there's more than two people in the chat, there's three people, then you have a maximum of 40 minutes, and then it cuts everyone
Oh,
out.
wow,
Yeah,
that, that's weird.
um, it is, but it, price to pay.
Yeah,
Um,
no, exactly, it's just the way it is.
yeah,
In the immortal words of Tupac, it's just
yeah.
the way it is.
So yeah, basically the eat out to help out's done now. Don't know.
Yeah.
Did you even manage to use it?
Um, I used it. I think I used it twice. You know what? Basically, I went to one of the Pizza Hut restaurants
Yeah.
and I went ham. Are you mad? I spent. Well, so it was five of us. 80 quid.
Mm,
We walked out of there paying 40 quid. It's ridiculous.
yeah. What a saving.
Oh, mate, it was such a great feeling because I love a saving. I love a discount. Yeah.
Yeah, you really
And
do.
it's one of them ones. You know when you walk in and you know, listen, mate, I'm about to take a fucking piss here because I'm getting half off. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't hungry, but I was still ordering. I was like, mate, are you done? I want more food because I'm not even paying for it basically. Like,
Yeah.
but no, but it was so. I guess working hasn't. I haven't been able to. Which I used it literally, I think twice. I went to pizza and I went to just a local pub basically. But
Yeah.
so how about you? So I've seen you out a few times. I've seen you in Nando's. I've seen you in
Yeah.
Wagons.
I've been to Nando's maybe 3 or 4 times, Wagga's like 2 times, Five Guys once. Can't even remember everything else, but yeah, I've definitely used it, maximized it. Went to Carvery as well. Got a cheeky
Oh, don't,
for my for my birthday.
don't.
Um, and you know what? I was thinking this. This is a hot topic. Do you think ketchup belongs in a roast dinner?
You know what? I'm I'm insulted that you have to ask me if I like if you put ketchup on your roast dinner,
Yeah.
you are fucking mental. You are you are this. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much, honestly, because you know what? I've been thinking about this recently actually because one of my friends who shan't be named, he used to put ketchup on his roast dinner,
I
but
have a feeling I
now
know who it is.
yeah, no, you definitely know who it is. And then they've matured as a person now, so they're whacking gravy. But I would like to make very, very clear. I don't care how old you are or who you are. If I walk into a Toby Carvery and I see gravy all over your roast and then ketchup, I'm getting that plate. First of all, I'm scraping off the ketchup and I'm eating your dinner
Yeah.
basically because
I mean,
you do not deserve to eat it.
I stand by what you say, right? But I'm just gonna play devil's advocate for a second and say, what is so bad about it? Like you'll have ketchup with your chips. So how different chips and like chicken? So how different is it from having a roast?
I don't know because I feel like like first and foremost, if you're not putting gravy on top of your roast dinner, don't even bother.
No, you
Don't
have.
even bother having a roast
Let's
dinner.
just say you have gravy and ketchup.
Oh, are you dumb, mate? It's there's so much vinegar in ketchup as it is, but then
Yeah,
it's just further it's enhanced when you mix it with the gravy, and it just tastes fucking disgusting. And you know what? My mum does it, and I can't lie. There's been a few times where I've wanted to walk out the house, but then I realise, mate, like, my mum cooks a bang roast dinner, so I have to go back and eat it. But
yeah. You
oh
just have to not look at her.
no, yeah, no, I can't. I just sit on the opposite side of her because I just can't. I just can't do it. Like I don't know. Ketchup. I feel like ketchup is such a great sauce, but I feel like I've started to realize now it's a bit
Ketchup is
over.
not a great sauce. There is
No,
much
no,
better sauce.
ketchup is overrated. That's what I was going to say. But
Yeah.
you know what? Barbecue sauce is fucking dank.
Oh, here,
Anything.
look. Depends on what barbecue sauce though, because I've had some dodgy ones, and then I've had some peng ones.
Well, why are you having different, mate? Just stick to what you know. Just stick to. Oh,
No, I like
what's
to
that?
I like to
What's
mix it
that
up.
American one called? What's that American one called? We got.
Sweet baby rays.
Oh, mate, are you crazy?
Yeah,
That is
that one is pretty good.
delicious, mate. It was one of the things where I started just whacking it on anything. Like I used to
Yeah,
have sandwiches and then just whack barbecue sauce in it. I'd have like a okay, well, no, I haven't done this, but like I once made a tuna sandwich and I was sort of like, mate, would barbecue sauce work here? Because I just loved it. I just wanted to chuck on anything and everything. At university, if you saw me eating dinner, there was a 99.73% chance that I had Sweet Baby Ray's on it.
Yeah, I got you into that sauce, and it is a fire sauce. But I don't. I do like. I have a massive condiment shelf in the fridge, and
Yeah.
I love like condiments, all kinds of them. I bought a chipotle like barbecue pepper sauce in Tesco. Oh, bangs! It bangs. It was only a small bottle though, so it goes really quickly, but it
Yeah.
slaps. I had it this morning on my breakfast tacos.
How much is it? Because I guarantee it's quite expensive.
I think it was like £2, 250
Oh.
for maybe like 150 mil, 200 mil.
Jesus Christ, mate!
Yeah,
Why is salt so expensive,
I
mate?
don't
You
know.
make shitloads. They make like 5,000 liters worth of salt. They try and charge me £3. Ridiculous. Fucking take
Basically,
the piss.
basically, we need to invest in our own sauce.
Oh mate, listen, I'm gonna call it like Uncle Dino's sauce. Uncle Dino's sweet homemade sauce.
Yeah, I mean that's
And I
what your
can't
dad
like.
called it.
Oh, but don't, lads. All right, don't. No, no, but I don't know because I feel like especially in restaurants, I feel like they make such a high profit margin anyway. So for you at least just give me the sauce. Why are you being difficult? Why are you trying to charge? You know, like McDonald's, sometimes they charge like 40p for sauces.
Yeah.
Just go away, mate. You make a killing off me. Why not just give me some fucking sauce with it? Why is it got to be so difficult? And it's all like, and they give you the little, the little ketchup sachets.
Yeah.
I hate them with a burning passion. It's fucking. Oh,
What's wrong with
there's
ketchup
some shit.
sachets?
There's some shit I can't open them. I'm a fucking idiot. I
That's
struggle
just
to open them.
that's not a
I,
ketchup problem. That's a you problem.
no, it is. 'Cause they do it on, mate. I feel like someone gets a kick out of it. They know it's a bastard to open. There's always that one. I don't know. I'm sitting there. My teeth are like, oh mate, like, and you know when you ran and open it, it hits you in the face. Yeah.
No,
That
what do you mean? I've never been hitting. I hit myself in the face trying to open a ketchup.
no, because you know when you rip it open, you go a bit too fierce. Like,
Yeah, but I've never hit myself in the face.
okay, well, obviously you haven't lived, all right? And I know there's someone listening to this right now who has.
No, if you have, right, DM me straight away. But there's no way someone's ever hit themselves in their face trying to open a fucking ketchup.
And
Maybe a
also,
mayonnaise.
no, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking like, oh, I knocked 15 teeth out. I'm not like I was out cold, but I've hit myself in the face, like where these. I don't know. No one of them ones. It's sort of like when you're on your phone
Yeah,
and the phone just drops on your face randomly.
yeah, yeah.
Oh mate,
And you're just like, oh,
I
fuck off. Why did that happen?
I sometimes just drop stuff, and I just don't. You know when when you don't have control of your arm, and it just drops, and you're like, sorry, I am focusing. It just my hand isn't working. Like
Yeah.
am I having a stroke? But yeah,
Your hand just gives up. It's like, no, I don't want to hold this anymore.
yeah. But you're holding your phone, you're watching a YouTube video, and they're just like, ah, fuck it, just drops it. Like my mind knows it's a shit video, so it just drops it. Like,
Yeah,
shouldn't be watching that.
and it always does like a flip.
Yeah, exactly. And,
It always does a little flip onto your face, and you watch it flip. You're like, oh fuck.
oh mate, and it causes so much, and you're like, no, pow, bang, right. It hurts. I can't lie. There's been a few times where I've had to
Yeah.
firm a haymaker to my chin.
All right. So what if you don't like? All right. I get the ketchup and roast dinner is a weird combo, but do you know what's a pang combo? And everyone who knows really knows is dipping your chips in a milkshake. Right. That
You
is a
sick fuck. You
no.
sick fuck.
Listen to me, right? That is the pangest thing, especially the Five Guys chips and then the Five Guys shake. Oh Lord.
Bro, you're
Heaven.
21. You're 21.
Heaven. Heaven.
You're sticking. Oh, mate, what is wrong with you, mate?
Have you
Look at
tried
I
it?
know you.
Have you tried it?
Yes, I have tried it,
Now
yeah?
fuck
And
off
it
you
was
have.
nice. I promise you, it was nice. But at the same time, I realised I looked at myself hard and I was like, Brandon, you're nearly 21. You're not doing this.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
give a shit. I'm the one
so
who's enjoying my life.
oh, I don't
My
know.
chips and shake.
Oh, I
Who
don't know.
cares?
I fucking care because at the end of the day, imagine me wearing a suit, yeah, sitting in Five Guys, for instance. First and foremost, if you're wearing a suit, you shouldn't be sitting in Five Guys. But
Yeah.
but if I am, yeah, and you see, and mate, dipping hot potato
Yeah.
into ice cream and milk. Okay, fuck knows. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's ice cream and milk which goes into a milkshake. Yeah,
Yeah,
hence called milkshake. But yeah, I don't know.
it's
I
so
know
good.
opposites.
It's
I know
so
opposites
good.
attract, but it takes the piss. I
No,
don't care
it's
how
so
good it is.
good.
I don't care how good it is. You can't fucking do it. And if I
Yeah,
ever
you
see you doing
can.
it, it's on site.
Oh, here, we're gonna throw hands. It is the best combo. I don't care.
It's mate. Listen, I'm not discouraging the fact that it might taste nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
because of course it does. But at the same time, you're a big man now. You cannot be sat there dipping milk into chips. No, dipping chips into milkshakes. Like,
Oh,
oh,
do you know what I saw someone do? And this is taking the piss. Someone poured their milkshake into a Big Mac, like it was like ketchup.
where?
I don't know. It's
Who?
just on
Who?
Insta.
Oh, mate. I listen. If that person ever listens to this, if I ever see you, we're fucking fighting. That is ridiculous.
Do you know
Oh,
what?
mate,
And
milkshake
pineapple.
and burger.
Yeah, that's wrong. But pineapple on pizza also slaps.
Yeah, yeah, no, listen, and I can't lie. I feel like everyone's sort of in that fad where it's cool to not like something.
Yeah,
So that's why they don't like the pineapple and pizza. It's fucking ping. And if you don't like it, it's just because people might laugh at me. I'm laughing
yeah,
at you for fucking not liking it,
yeah.
mate.
You're
So
just
so
sheep.
you're shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah, you're a sheep. Get over yourself. But I would say do not put. Obviously, don't dip your chips into the milkshake
No,
because
do dip
if
your
you
chips into a milkshake.
no,
You can be
mate,
60. I'm gonna be 65 dipping chips into my milkshake.
so you're telling me you're gonna have kids, yeah,
Yeah,
and you're gonna try and teach them how to eat, but then you're fucking dipping chips into
yeah,
milkshakes.
yeah. I stand by that.
You're poor children, mate. They're gonna need their uncle to sort them out because, mate, that's ridiculous.
It's the best. I don't care. It is so paying. It is worth every bit of like the looks that people give you.
Oh, mate, and the thing is,
But then again, I
I
don't
know
care
you're
about
so.
what people what people think. They need to try it.
Okay, you know what? And I've got video evidence of this. But basically, one of my friends, he dipped a chicken nugget into a milkshake once. Oh, mate, and we were on a train, but I wanted to hit him so badly.
I mean,
Like,
it's not that bad. There's worse things to mix together.
I don't know. Like you doing that reminds me of that kid who used to pick his nose and eat it in front of the kids just because it would weird them out. Like you want people to look at you, sort of thing.
No,
It's,
I
it's
don't
attention
care.
seeking. If you dip your chips in the milkshake, you're attention seeking, and
Oh,
you need to grow
no,
up.
no, it's the best combination, and everyone should try it. Don't put ketchup on your roast, but dip your chips in a milkshake.
Oh mate,
But not every
honestly,
milkshake though. Not every milkshake fits the flavor profile of a chip.
mate, no
No,
milkshake. It's cold,
who cares?
mate. Oh, I don't know. It just take it's sort of like like Earth, Wind, and Fire, like the elements. You don't mix hot potato with cold
So
shakes.
so what do you do when you have like a hot cake with ice cream?
Okay, well, that's also I
Ah,
don't. No. Listen, I actually don't do that. I have custard. I always have custard. Why? Because I'm
no.
a fucking adult.
Custard's for nitties.
If you order ice cream at a restaurant, you are a child.
No, I don't care. I want to be a child.
It's for
Children are the
children
most.
only.
Yeah. And you know what? I went to the Lego store the other day and I want to get some Lego.
You know what? I can't lie. I actually do like want some Lego. Like, no, do you
Lego is
remember?
so hard.
Do you remember the thing called Bionics?
Oh, Bionicles, yeah. Yeah, they
Bionicles,
don't
yeah,
make
mate.
those.
They were so sick. You used to go to Woolworths, and oh, mate, they were the dog's bollocks, mate. They were so sick.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, you know what? I'm gonna look at eBay later and try and find some because they were fucking amazing.
Lego, right? I think everyone likes Lego. If you don't like Lego as a child, you're fucking weird, right? You like Lego as
Yeah,
a child, and then you think you're hard when you get older, and you're like, no, I don't like Lego. And then you get older, and you realize actually Lego is the sickest thing ever, and then you buy some and put it in your office as a display. That is,
yeah. I can't lie. It would have to be a certain thing. Like for instance, if they did like a, I don't know, if they did like a Breaking Bad one, for instance, and
they
you
do.
could build the and what? So have they got the RV?
They don't have the RV, but they've got the Dodge Charger, the one from the first movie.
Mate, I can't lie. It's dangerous because I might have to buy some, but at the same
It's only
time,
like 25 quid as well.
I don't know because I feel like you can't have kids but also have your own Lego set.
Yes, you can.
Can you?
Yeah. Imagine
But the
how
thing is,
sick that is. You just
I really do like Lego as well. I like, I can't lie. It's one of them ones where you know that stage where you went from a Cartoon Network to Comedy Central sort of stage.
yeah.
Yeah, you know that thing where you sort of forced it upon yourself, but man, you sort of need to slightly watch Hannah Montana again, just
Yeah.
just to feel young. But like, I don't know, I feel like Lego's that sort of thing where like, so if my mum walked in on me playing with Lego, I'll turn Pornhub on because it's easy to explain.
The thing is, right? You're not gonna really play with Lego. The thing what I want to do is I want to build the Lego and then I want to put it like on a display case and have it in my office in future. I want to
But I
collect
don't know because
all the like the supercar ones that they have, like the £350 Bugatti.
fucking hell, that I can't lie. If you buy that, I'm purposely taking bits out every time I come around your
Nah,
office.
you know I'd actually stab you if you did that.
Yeah,
Like,
no, fully. Yeah, no. The thing is, like, I talk all this shit, but I know I'll get the shit kicked out of me instantly. But at the same time, I have to stick to my morals.
of course, but I think me and Emily, Emily's my girlfriend. If you don't know, we were
Oh,
talking about
Vlad's got
this
a
in
girlfriend.
yeah,
Just let you know, guys. Vlad's got a girlfriend, by the way. I don't think he's mentioned it, but he's got a girlfriend. Like,
yeah. And we were in the Lego store and we were talking about it, and I was like, this was like my test of the relationship, and she's probably gonna listen to this. And I was thinking, I was like, oh, what do you think about having like Lego in the house? And she was like, that is the sickest thing. I want some. And I was like, yes,
uh,
that is like we both agree that we want to get like sick Lego sets, build them, and have them like instead of having those like random wooden ducks and things that people have around their house. I want to have Lego.
mate. Listen, all I say is just do you in it, but just know if you find some pieces missing, it was me, all right. And
Uh,
you can come beat me up, but just know, even if I've got a bleeding nose, I'll be smiling throughout.
exactly. I mean, Lego is the sickest toy ever, and it's so mad how long it's been going for, and that it just never dies.
You know,
It's like the only
it
toy
was
that's
there.
ever lasted.
It's weird, but and it's quite sick. I can't lie, it is quite sick.
Mm. It's like all the basically the toy companies are losing money because no kids aren't really buying toys apart from Lego, and it's going to be like adults like me who are just keeping them in business buying all of it.
Mate, you are so mate. Red Bull and Lego sponsorship deal.
Yeah, I'd love that. That would be the craziest thing ever. I want a Lego sponsorship, but Lego's huge and so is Red Bull. But we'll get there. At some point, we'll get there. We'll have a huge studio, and yeah, I wanna like talk about this like vision I have for the podcast.
Okay.
And it's like the obviously it's still really small and it's building, but I have this vision and this dream of making this podcast really big and turning it into like a live talk show kind of podcast where
Bro.
yeah, sort of it's like a live show with bigger guests and a massive studio, but it's also long form content on YouTube. And I think there's this hole in the market where that's not really a thing. Like Joe Rogan does his podcast, but it's not really like and it's live, but now he's moving to Spotify, so it won't be on YouTube. And then there's this like thing missing with long form content that I really like want to get into, but obviously man does not have any money, and man, I need sponsorships ASAP.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it'd be sick, especially if I could like employ my mates, just have everyone working.
Mate, making bank,
That
honestly.
would be that would be sick. Like get everyone involved, but it's a journey there, and I'm only starting out, but we're getting there. And
Yeah.
when I think about it, it's like 10 weeks of consistent stuff. That's like more consistent than I've ever been with pretty much anything in my life. I would have
Yeah,
given
no,
up
no,
by
no,
now.
no, I'm not. I'm definitely proud. That's how you've stuck to this. Definitely.
Yeah, it's like there's the first like month where people do it, and then I see so many people starting a YouTube channel, and I'm like, great. And then they start it, and they make one video, and they're like, and it's a mad video because everyone's starting out, and I don't blame them for that. And then they stop because they don't have any
Yeah.
motivation. But I'm keeping this going. I'm gonna definitely try. I'm gonna try make sure I keep for at least the next 2 years a video a week or a podcast a week
Yeah.
going. So I have at least 100 by then, which would be
You know,
incredible.
and you know what? I feel like it's one of the things also where it's like, even if you're not a Joe Rogan success, it's still like it's you enjoy it. So at the end of the day,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter how popular you are. Like honestly, like I could be Will Smith for instance, yeah, and but at the same time, if I don't enjoy acting, it's like I mean, basically, I'm trying to say you want to do something that is work but doesn't feel like it.
yeah, that's what I mean. And I talk to my mates about all kinds of random crap all the time, and this is just basically the same thing, but fucking recording it and posting it.
Yeah,
That's all I'm doing. And I love it. It's so much fun. I get excited to do episodes with people, especially if someone's interesting. Um, and obviously, you've been the most viewed person across the board, so we have to
come
always
on,
bring you back. Number
come
one
on,
for now on the charts of the podcast. You are number one.
mate. No, no, and I will be number one. No one's overtaken this, mate. All right.
We'll see. I've got some interesting people lined up, and we'll see how well they do.
Because at the end of the day, even if someone starts creeping up to me, I'm just gonna do more. I'm gonna do consistent episodes just so I can beat them. You know what I mean? Like, to the people listening, do not try it, innit? Because I'll come round and I'll
Yeah.
fucking win. All right?
All right. We got one voice question sent in. It
Yeah.
was got sent in a couple weeks back. You just been busy, and I've had other guests on because it was directed at you. So we didn't get a chance to answer it. But if make sure you do send in voice questions. If it is something that's not directed at a person, then I'm gonna answer it in the next video with whatever guest I have. Doesn't matter. But
Mhm.
since this is with you, yeah, we'll play it now.
Hey, what's up, you guys? You're here with the Brandon fandom,
which we love to call
the Brandom. We're big fans of the pod, and we just got a couple QUs for you. Firstly, we want to say, Brandon, you're a woke king.
Oh, Brandon, you're an absolute fucking star. You have been shining this whole podcast.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? That pencil skirt line sunk
We
us.
loved it. The wit, the repartee.
Hook, line, and
We're into
sinker.
it.
We love it. We've been listening to you all day, King.
Mm-hmm.
Now, question number one, Uno, is okay. So we know that Brandon, you're Scorpio King. Vlad, you're a Virgo sunset. We have done our research. We're big fans of the podcast, but we really want to know about that moon and rising.
So if you want to get something like CoStar, that's a great app for like you put in your birth details and
add
tell
us
you
up.
Yes, add us on CoStar. We just want to know your also what are your opinions on astrology?
Yes, can you talk about it on the pod?
This is what we want. Big fans of the pod.
Hey you. What's up? We're here you for part 2.
Part 2 from Dating Helena. Hey, what's up, you guys?
Ended it last time on the note that Vlad was a Virgo.
Yeah,
intellectual energy. I feel that strongly from him.
Yeah, we really want to know about the star signs.
Yeah.
I also want to know because actually I'm about to become a fresher. I'm starting uni in September, and I want to know a little bit about like dating advice for freshers trying to like meet people.
So good. Yeah. We know you guys made a lot of solid friendships so far, but
I really want to know like your input on that.
Also, we're wondering, you ever need like a female perspective on this show? Because
we want to be on the pod.
Yeah, Brandon, you've asked me to ask if you could titty fuck me. Vlad, you saved my life.
Also, I wanted to say that my mum has actually walked in on me fucking before, so I got some input.
We got some stories, guys. Summary: we love you, Brandon. Brandon
love you,
for
Brandon.
life.
Hi, Brandon. Hi, Mum.
Yeah, so that was the question from Daisy and Helena.
Yeah.
They wanted to come on the podcast, and I've been in contact with them. Definitely gonna get them on in future. Just trying to organize it with time and with Zoom and stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be great. Brandon, you know, they love you. They're your fan.
Yeah, and you know what? I love them more, honestly. Like, I appreciate Daisy and Hannah especially because they took the time out of their day to actually message me and say how much they enjoyed it, and I don't know because I feel like there hasn't been a better feeling for a while than actually them messaging me and saying that they appreciate me because I don't know, it's a really nice feeling and I appreciate them just as much if not more. So large up yourselves.
Exactly. They asked what are our thoughts on horoscopes and what our star signs are, etc. So yeah, What is your star sign?
So I am a Scorpio, right? So basically, I've actually got it up here. So it says apparently Scorpios are passionate and assertive people. They are determined and decisive, and will research until they find out the truth. Scorpio is a great leader, always aware of his situation, and also features prominently in resourcefulness. Scorpio is a water sign and lives to experience and express emotions, although emotions are very important for Scorpio. They manifest them differently than other water signs. In any case, you can be sure that Scorpio will keep your secrets, wherever they may be. I can't lie. Like, I never used to believe in all this sort of wacky stuff. My mum, for instance, is a complete whack for this sort of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
she always says, oh, you're such a Scorpio brand. And I'm like, I mean, am I? But no, but like, I don't know. I feel like I am a very decisive person.
But the thing is,
Like,
right? They're just general like generalizations. You could apply that to pretty much anyone. Like everyone can find something. And why is it that that the topics are just so broad? It's like you're this, and this, and this, and maybe this, and this, and this. It's not like, oh, you're one thing and that's it. It's like you're so many things because they're trying to fit in with so many people. It's like,
I don't know. I
it's a load
find
of
it weird
bollocks.
how it suits me. No, I find it weird
It
how it
suits
goes back on
everyone.
me. No, it's not, bro. You know how in this. Oh, mate, honestly, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm determined. I am decisive, and also, I've seen it also that basically, that Scorpios are apparently tight with money, and I'm as tight as arseholes. Like, I am very tight with money, so like, I feel
Oh,
like,
it's there's all kinds of whack stuff, and you can't possibly think that you believe in the stars. That the stars, I can't remember
mate,
who it was. It was like if you're born, I can't remember what's the cutoff. Let's say it's like the 31st of a month. If you're born 0.0 like 1 second after that, your personality trait is completely different. Like, come on. Just because
no, I
just
can't
because
lie. Like,
1 second difference, you were born one second ago, that makes you a Leo, and another makes you a Libra. It's like it's it's a load of bollocks, and I'm sorry, but if you believe it, it's you're
what are you, by the way?
me.
You're a
I'm a
Virgo.
No, I'm a Leo.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. I don't read
yeah,
into
I can fucking
horoscopes.
tell. All this Leo behaviour,
I don't get
all
it.
this Leoness. But you know what I did, mate? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, mate, ridiculous. Or mate, it's like the Oedipus complex or whatever it's fucking called. Like, it annoyed me so much because who the fuck who do NASA think they are?
Who?
NASA, that they did you see that they found a new star sign and they added it on, so there's 13, not 12.
Yeah.
Mate, who the fuck off NASA, man? You're taking the piss. So it's always been this one for each month, basically.
No, it
That's
can't
how
be
it works.
NASA. NASA, I doubt. There's no way that NASA has anything to do with star signs. I
Mate,
refuse to believe.
they're space. Who do you think it was? Fucking Margaret from down the road? No, it was them dickheads. Who? Yeah, so you're searching up. And listen, NASA, I'm sorry for calling you dickheads. You're obviously nice people, but this has annoyed me. Like, why do people change a good thing? You get me? I don't know. Like it says here, the Ophiuchus is a snake bearer, and this is signed for people who are born between the 29th of November and the 27th of
That's what I
December.
mean. It can't be. It can't possibly be anything real if they just like, oh fuck it, let's just add another one because we found something. Like
Yeah. No,
it,
look,
it
I
can't.
can't lie.
You can't possibly think that okay, now we found something else, and okay, we're gonna add another one, and then maybe later on they're like, no, wait, we messed up, we're gonna take one away, and it's just it's not like it doesn't correlate with anything, and I don't believe in any of that whole bollocks. It's just a load of waffle in my opinion.
Okay, well, listen, I'd like to let you know that you've definitely upset David Herner, and I'm sorry for him. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry if you're upset, but it's just what I think. And then yeah, I think Helena asked that she's starting uni and she wants to
Yeah.
know what it's like to shag. Was it?
I'm pretty sure it's around relationships, and I can't lie. let's just remember, a few months ago, I weighed like 22 more kg than what I do now. So
Yeah,
you can imagine, I wasn't very successful.
yeah. I mean, neither was I. I was. I think I've mentioned it before. I just came out of a relationship, and I just went on
Yeah,
Tinder, and I had basically no matches. I had some, but like nowhere near what most people get. And I don't like doing a one night shag, but relationships are weird at uni because I've seen people like just get together and split up, and it's this weird time when you're in your early 20s because you kind of want a serious relationship, but at the same time, there's so many people that don't, and you're in
yeah,
this limbo of who wants what and trying to figure it out. But I guess the best way just to meet anyone is to be active and not like hide in your room or something. You have to you have to speak to people. Sadly, uh,
yeah. No, well, so because we know her, I feel like Helena will be completely fine in that sort of sense because she is a nice girl and she's also like, though she's in the drama and that sort of stuff.
mm,
So you know, I think she'll be fine. You just got to keep on doing you. And I'm talking directly to you. No one else. Stop listening. All right, skip a few seconds ahead. Helena, this is for you. You will be fine. Just be yourself. Be true. Be you in 2020. All right.
yeah, I think that applies
Wow.
for making friends at uni as well. Same idea. Just just get out there and be yourself, and you'll find
Yeah.
people that that think the same as you and they like you most likely, as long as you just talk to people, you know. Uh, and I think we've said it before. It's like the best way is to go to societies if you're struggling.
Yeah.
Find something that you like, and you have to meet like-minded people there because they're doing the same thing. So it's
Yeah.
easier than you might think to meet people, but getting in a relationship's weird because you know, being in your early 20s, is not everyone's on the same page as what they want to do with their
Yeah,
future.
it's definitely true. I feel like some people are, I don't know, I feel like we're at that age now where like some people are still immature. All they care about is shagging and drinking and weekends. But
Mm,
other people are more like you, more chilled, or actually want something meaningful. So I don't
yeah,
know. I feel like you're going to kiss a lot of frogs,
yeah,
as they
Th-
say.
yeah. That's definitely gonna happen, and yeah, it kind of touches on this idea of like, uh, I was thinking about this. You know, Love Island.
Yeah,
It's that show, as trashy as it is, and I watch it, right, because it's so bad that it's good. But
yeah,
I think that is just like fucked up so much shit for people because it's the
yeah,
expectations of what like people want are kind of very different because of, I mean, stuff like that's been around, but Love Island's really made it massively popular where
yeah,
every guy on Love Island either has a six pack, and if they don't have a six pack, they have to be extremely overconfident and extremely like pushing to try be funny. No one there that I've seen is like a normal person. They're all, especially now, they're all either already influencers on Instagram, or they're people that are famous because they know someone or they went out with someone. I mean,
yeah,
Tommy Fury went on, and he's just the younger brother of half brother as well of Tyson Fury. They're not even full siblings,
yeah.
and that's why he got on. I mean, do you think he would have got on with him being himself? Probably not.
But also, let's not forget that he is paying. Also, like, all these people are paying.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like this expectation of okay, they're just putting random people who are trying to find love on an island together and seeing what happens. That's not the
Hence his
case.
name.
They're finding the best looking people and putting them on an island together and hoping that they get there. And now everyone knows how much money you can make off Love Island. Everyone is
Yeah,
there for the bag. Like the amount of money you get just for being on Love Island, and if you're there for a couple weeks and say something outlandish, and you get so many brand deals for everything, especially the girls. The girls make way more money than the guys, because all those companies send shit to the girls to promote. There's not many things that guys can really promote other than, you know, training programs and stuff like that.
yeah,
Boohoo Man, but that's that's why I have such an issue with Love Island because in the beginning it felt like there was like normal people in the first like season. It felt very natural. Felt like you picked a lot of people. No one was like this like kind of glammed up fake person. There was obviously they tried to pick good looking people, but I definitely wouldn't say anyone there was, you know, these Instagram famous people. Now you just look at it, it's like every time someone goes on Love Island, they have to have like 15k Insta followers already, and it's just awful for everyone else who thinks, oh yeah, that's what we expect. It's like for guys and girls want to be have look up to these people and see them and like, oh, that's what I have to be, and guys think the same thing. It's like, oh, the only way you can get someone is if you're like really fit or if you're really funny, or try to be really funny. And if you're neither of those things, which sadly a lot of people are, then your self confidence goes down, which doesn't even help.
Yeah, no, I can't lie. Like, I have my issue. I haven't got an issue with the show itself. Because at the end of the day, sex sells, and they're very smart in the idea that people, the idea of escapism, and people in their 40s and 50s who are not past their prime, but they'll never look like they did when they were 20. They want to, so be just look at these beautiful people just pie, drink while they're working 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the premise of the show, but at the same time, I do feel like reality shows in general, you know, Tower, May and Chelsea, they have negatively affected what people are like today. So like, I don't know. I have got an issue with plastic surgery. I feel like, listen, at the end of the day, if you want to do it, cool. I like, if you're self conscious about something, get it done. Because at the end of the day, it's your life, your decision. But at the same time, I hate the fact that girls, more girls than boys. But I thought people are pressured now to sort of look a certain way, and if they weren't blessed enough to look that certain way, they have to enhance themselves, spend thousands of pounds, and put their body at risk just to please people that don't fucking care about them, sort of thing.
Mm.
And it's weird how, like, I don't know, like, oh, you've got to have fake lips for you to be seen as beautiful. When at the same time, I feel like I don't like fake lips really personally. I
Yeah,
feel like
most of the time I don't like how it looks. Like, rarely is there someone who has it and I'm like, oh, they look good. It's usually the opposite, where it's like, that's a bit, you know, a bit garish, a bit much.
yeah. I don't know. It's just, and the thing is, they don't know what they're putting inside their bodies. Like that, I swear, like it's just a silicone, you know. It's just like it's this
Yeah.
little block.
I'm not exactly sure, but it can't be good for you. And at the same time,
No,
I think a lot of people need to understand that you have to, you can look really good just doing normal things without enhancing your body. If you exercise regularly, if you clean yourself and take care of yourself, and you're confident in the way you look that way, you can dress nicely. If you dress nicely, that obviously gives you more confidence. That is so much more important to pretty much everyone else, and people notice that way more than if you have big tits and a fat ass. Like, and a lot of the time, these girls and guys are the same way. Less so for plastic surgery, but the kind of people you attract who are into that kind of superficial stuff aren't really the people you want to be with long term. Like, if someone's only attracted to you for the way you look, then you're in a relationship or you're going out with someone for the wrong reason. You want someone who likes you for you, and you should be able to fart in front of that person confidently, stuff like that. Not have
I
to.
can't get it. Fucking stinks. Like,
Yeah, not have to, like, you know, hide stuff or pretend to be something you're not. You should be. That's kind of the relationship you want, is to be comfortable. Whereas when you're just with someone for looks, you're not going to ever be like that. You're going to have this feeling that, oh, if I don't wear makeup or if I don't look like this, then will they even like me? And you know, if you're just yourself the whole time, then the only people you will attract are the people that like you for you.
Yeah, and that's the reason why on these Love Island shows they're together for a few weeks and they realise, hang on, this guy's a dickhead actually. This guy's a bit of a cunt.
Yeah.
Why am I with him, sort of thing? But it's because I don't know. I feel like so people have their right to have their preferences,
Of course.
but at the same time, being shallow, it doesn't benefit anyone.
Yeah.
And so you need to wake up, all right? Because there's people like me and Vlad who might not be the best looking guys in the world, but we are top geezers. All right,
Oh
so
yeah,
yeah,
I can definitely I get comfortable really quickly, and if you don't like that, and if I don't feel like there's a point of that, because I'm especially in relationships, I like to be straight up from the beginning. I'm like within a little while, a couple of weeks, I'm just like, so where's this gonna go? What's
yeah,
the plan? And if someone doesn't like follow or think the same way as me, I'll just be like, no, I'm done with that. I don't.
yeah,
I'm wasting my time. And if someone is like on the same wavelength and does want the same stuff as me, then yeah, then that's when you pursue. When I would pursue it more, but it's not. A lot of people wait for a long time. They'll be like waiting a year and a half to answer those questions of those tough questions. It's not easy to answer that. It's like, do you want to get married? Do you see us being together like for a long time? Do you see a
yeah,
future? Do you want kids? Because that's a huge one as well. Is where people are split up over that just because one person wants kids and the other doesn't, and then you hope
yeah.
that the other person is going to change their views. And most of the time, people don't. Whereas you should really align yourself with someone that has those same beliefs. Um, Obviously, you don't want to find someone who's like the exact same as you. You need some differences because it gets pretty boring talking to someone who just agrees with you for everything. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, no, and I feel like, especially within the kid situation, I feel like girls do sort of get pressured to have kids, where it's like, I don't know, like abortion sort of frowned upon. And have your opinions on abortion, cool, but at the same time, I feel like it's the woman's choice. But I don't know, I feel like when a girl's born, for instance, it's like you're like, okay, cool. So that means she's gonna have kids when she's 25. She's gonna be the housewife, blah blah. I feel like people are sort of forced to, and I don't know. So kids have them, don't have them, whatever. Do whatever you want, but
But you have to
but you can't
know,
pressure.
yeah, you have to know what the other person wants
Yeah,
pretty quick on because you don't want to be in a relationship for 2 years and realize that they don't want kids and you do, and you're trying to persuade someone the other way around. You ideally you'd want to have the same views from the start. Then I guess if it does change, that's different. But usually when if you go with what someone thinks from the beginning, you don't want to hope
yeah,
that someone's going to change their mind later on.
yeah. No, but at the end of the day, their choice is their choice, and if you're trying to change them, you're in the relationship with them for the wrong reason. You should be with them for them and not because of what they could be.
Yeah, definitely. And I think a lot of people make that mistake. It's like they see some good qualities in people, but there's these huge issues, and they try to fix them. Like they're like, oh, if I'm with them, then they'll change, and
Yeah.
rarely does that happen. Like people are the way they are most of the time.
Yeah, exactly. And then people have got this baggage, and I don't know. Like you have to appreciate that people have been through stuff in life that you haven't been through,
Yeah,
which therefore means that I don't know. It's just one of the things where people sort of expect to have this idealistic, perfect life, but life isn't perfect, and
yeah,
the sooner people realise that, for instance, I've been subject to this myself. But I always, I don't know, when I was looking at girls for a long time, I was sort of okay, they've got to be that, they've got to be this tall, they've got to look like this. But at the same time, I realised like, where that doesn't get you anywhere. That doesn't get you happiness because you spend all this time searching for someone where um if you meet a girl and they're not up to that standard, you're like, oh well I can't be with them because they're not up to my standards. Like who do you think you are, sort of thing? You need to look at
yeah,
yourself in the mirror because there's no way. For instance, I certainly am not I'm not anyone's idealistic person. So why should I have these idealistic views?
yeah. I mean, maybe you are. Maybe you're just putting yourself down that you could be someone's perfect package. But
No, no. You've got to be realistic in life. Another thing,
yeah,
you've got to know what you look like. And I am a chubby guy, and I'm 5'9". Okay, so you've got to be realistic. You've got to realise what you are, and you
yeah,
can't just be like, oh, because these guys in Love Island, like, though they are paying and whatnot, like you can tell up from this conversation, they're fucking boring. They are planks of wood. Yeah.
mm,
But yeah, I feel like that's a lot of time. That's if you're attracted to that sort of person, then don't be upset when you find out they're not a great person.
mm, yeah. I mean, you have to you have to be honest with yourself and look at yourself and think, um, what do I look like really, and what is someone else, and there is that thing where you see people that's going out with someone that's way out of the other person's league, and you always ask the question like how they got that, because it's usually the same kind of people are together. Like rarely do you see like a supermodel with some like ugly,
Large Dominic.
awful
Yeah.
person. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
usually like the attractive people look for the attractive people, and
Yeah.
that's just a nature thing. Like we look for the our best possible mate, and I think sometimes people get a little bit out of hand with what they expect and what they want, and they need to take a step back and realize what is the goal here. Is it to find someone that's absolutely perfect in every single way, and then who knows, maybe that person even changes and then they're not perfect anymore, and you're going to spend your whole life
Yeah.
looking for a perfect person when you realize that perfection doesn't exist, and
Yeah.
you just need to find someone that cares about you and loves you the same way you care about them, and that's really what's more important. Obviously, you want to be attracted to them and have the similar like views on life and things like that. That's like a given. But then you're looking for someone who just reciprocates your love. And I think people get carried away with the first stuff and don't look at what they really want in life and what they
Yeah.
should have.
And it's one of them things where I feel like you do find, though there may not be initial attraction, once you spend time with someone, you might then become attracted to them because you're like, oh, you know what, their personality is so nice that you start like falling for them basically. Yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Or it could be the opposite way around when you're attracted to someone and then they start talking and then you're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, mate. Honestly, just shut up and go away.
I think people, I don't know, maybe this is the simp in me thinking it's like you don't get given a chance. Like sometimes you feel like, oh, if I got given a chance, maybe they'd like me or whatever. But you know, if you're not attracted to someone, you're not attracted to someone. It's simple as that.
Exactly, and it's just the way it is, and you can't be annoyed at someone for not
Yeah.
finding attractive.
You have to
Because at the
come
end
to
of the
terms
day,
with that like not everyone
look at
thinks
yourself
you're
in the
paying.
mirror, all right? Just look at yourself, and you'll be like, okay, you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah. Sometimes when you just look at yourself in the mirror for long enough, you think, what the fuck?
Oh, mate, I can't lie. There were a few times last year when I was walking to my bathroom and I scared, who the fuck is that in the mirror? And I'm like, oh wait, that is me. Like, mate, yeah.
And you know what? I saw, I think, because Emily has you as a friend, and you get tagged by your mum in pictures on Facebook all the time,
mate,
and she sees them. And I saw a picture of you, and I was like, damn, you look way thinner. Like you've lost a lot, and you can really see it. And when it comes through,
Thank you.
and when it comes through on like pictures, you know it's like a lot because in person is when you see it the most, and then like on pictures eventually. But it's incredible how far you've like come within less than a year, I think.
Actually, that's very true because I feel like we last saw each other in March, and
Mm.
it's August now. But again, so basically, I guess I should probably go into my sort of weight loss journey. But I started my journey in January weighing 120 kilograms, which is basically I think it's like 19 stone.
Yeah.
And I now weigh like 98 kg, which is like 15 and a half stone. So yeah, I think I've lost I've lost 20 odd kg in total, and like basically, I've always been the fat guy in school. So as you know, so you've known me since we were 13. Like, I was always that weird fat guy where like I'm fat, but at the same time I'm sporty. So I was a weird medium where I felt like if I just put effort in, I could be skinny sort of thing because I do activities and that sort of stuff. But yeah, so the end of year 11, I basically like that summer, I basically puberty properly. We came out here, and yes, guys, I was a very late bloomer. So yep, laugh it up now. But yeah, no. So I came into sixth form and I was a bit skinnier, and I don't know, I had like a jawline, and people had noticed. But then there, I found something called a part-time job where you make money, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you make money, there's a certain freedom you have when it comes to eating foods.
Mm.
So basically, I lived with my dad. My dad, me and my dad basically lived on our own until I was like 15. I moved in with my mum.
Mm.
With my mum and the fam and my brothers and sisters right there. So like I was getting proper dinners as well. So back my dad had me when he was like 20. So like I know you can cook, man. You're a fucking amazing chef, but he was more like me. He was like oven food at best, sort of thing. So he wasn't in
Yeah.
the best sort of diet. And then he had bipolar, so he used to sleep all day. Blah blah. Let's not go into that. That's a whole other episode.
Mm.
But yeah, so basically, I went into a home now where mum cooked full dinners, proper food. So it was a lot of calories basically.
Mm.
And
You
what I
just
used to
started
do,
eating good.
mate, I think about what I used to do now. I'm so pissed off myself. So me and my friend, we used to go to Westfield to Stratford, which is only around the corner from our sixth form.
Mm.
I used to get a 3-course meal Pizza Express.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get 3 Krispy Kreme donuts,
Yeah.
and then basically, then I never used to tell my mum I was getting dinner, so she used to cook me dinner as well.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking ridiculous! I had 2 dinners basically and Krispy Kremes, and this happens far too often. Now I'm proud to admit, like it
Yeah.
happens at least once a week. Yeah.
And it's
So
small things like that just like slowly can.
yeah, but I put on so much weight. I feel like first year as well. I put on so much weight. I was just
Mm.
I was just a fat dumb bro. Like I've got a picture. If anyone's interested, I'm happy to show them photos of me. Like I don't know. Like I didn't have a chin or a neck. I just had one. It was just one. Like there wasn't more. So I did. There was no a jaw didn't exist in my vocabulary in them sort of times. I didn't have nothing. But
Yeah.
yeah, so basically, I went into quite a depressive stage towards the end
Mm.
of last year. Like basically, I don't know. A lot of it was because I don't know. I wasn't getting girls or anything, and then that's a very shallow way of looking at things. But it was important to me at the time.
Mm.
Where like basically, I was in the club. I was just getting rejected, and I was in the
Yeah.
club. I was like, I was close enough to tears. I was like, this ain't the sort of life I'm living. I don't want to live this sort of like life where I'm just constantly. I'm tired all the time. I'm very depressed. Like
And I
it
think,
wasn't great.
and I don't think girls realize that it's like, uh, as much as like rejection is normal and it happens, and you can't like force yourself to to like someone or whatever. But when you, as a guy, when you're trying to talk to girls, because it's like naturally we have to
It's
be
so
the
hard.
ones in. Yeah, it's hard. Like you go try and talk to a guy randomly and try get to know because you're attracted to him. It's not easy, and getting rejected after like mustering up that courage is heartbreaking. And when you keep doing it, it just chips away at like your self-esteem slowly and slowly. And I think that's kind of what
Yeah, no.
you're going through, and it's understandable. So
You know,
yeah.
I used to always be a sort of guy who was like, mate, listen, I'm big and that's just the way it is. Like, I don't know, it suits my loud personality. I'm a bubbly person. Like, I am
Mm.
the stereotypical fat guy. I was the stereotypical fat guy who was like funny. I'm funny basically, but yeah. So like, but then I don't know. I've always wanted to lose weight, but I never had this little kickstart to actually do it. And
Yeah.
then that nightclub situation. That was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna sort myself out. So basically, in January. I had the sort of New Year's resolution that I'm going to sort myself out. So me and you started going to the gym, didn't we? And
I
then
mean,
we're so
I'd already been going for like
oh
a
yeah,
year.
you've been hench for a long time. So basically, and I thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna start going to the gym. And then I remembered you went to the gym,
Mm.
and I thought, and I don't know, we were really good mates. And I was like, cool. I thought this is the boost I need because I've tried going to gym before where I was going on my own, but then I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a set routine. And because you had been to the gym before and you were doing your own weightlifting sort of stuff, I was like, cool. Vlad knows what he's doing. I'll get some advice from him, and then off I go. So yeah, we started going to the gym often, like not it wasn't every day, but it was very very often for a long time.
Mm.
Yeah,
It was
and
pretty much like
and
at
then
least 4 times a week.
so we were doing weightlifting. I don't know. It was just I just loved it. Like
Yeah.
I loved when my hands were hurt from lifting weights. I don't. It was something that I just it was a nice discovery. I was like, hang on, I'm actually really enjoying this. Like, I'm enjoying being tired because I was never a cardio person. To
Mm.
this day, I fucking hate cardio. Like like my chest is like tight. It hurts. Like it's not
Yeah.
great. But then I was lifting weights and I was like, hang on, this isn't. Though I'm tired, though I'm drained, I'm not actually panting. I'm not out of breath. I'm not in pain, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I was like, hang on, let's keep on doing this. And then you made sure I was on track, like what I was eating, for instance, from January, I didn't have McDonald's. I didn't have anything for about a good
Mm.
4 or 5 months. Like
Yeah.
I didn't eat any shit. I was clean. And to people who say, oh, it's a student, you can't do it, mate. Losing weight is just eating less than what you put out. So, you know me. I was eating microwave meals. I was eating the Tesco calorie balanced meals, whatever, which are like 320 calories per meal. I was just making sure that I was eating less than what I was putting out.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so here I am now, and I'm nowhere near my target. So if you see me, don't expect some gank like Hercules sort of guy, but like. I'm definitely making a change, and like I don't know, it's little things. Like for instance, now like I've got calf muscles, and
Mm.
I also it sounds funny having ankles. I never used to have ankles,
Yeah.
but now I've got fucking sexy looking ankles. If anyone's photos, they're going to be on my OnlyFans. Like I've got dank ankles, but yeah, so it's just little things. But so and as soon as you start noticing differences, even that like. I only noticed I take photos of myself. So I took photos of myself when I first was 120 kg,
Mm.
and I take photos of myself now. And it's two different people, but it, it was a new thing that I've only recently discovered. That wow, I've actually lost a lot of weight here because you have like a body dysmorphia sort of thing where you see yourself as being the same person.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. So I know the change that, and I'm very like I wake up and I think about gym. Like I've got a Fitbit. I haven't got it on currently because I'm wearing my nice podcast watch. But
Mm.
but yeah, so it's just a complete change of lifestyle, and there's not a day that goes by where I'm not thinking about eating less. I'm thinking about working out, and I can't lie. I am quite. I feel like I'm getting confident and cocky, but in the right way, sort of thing. Like
Yeah.
I now know what I'm worth, and like I'm going through that depressive stage where I used to hate getting up. I used to hate the thought of actually leaving the house because I used to look at myself when you're walking down the street and you see your reflection in cars. You're like, "What the fuck is that? Like,
Mm.
this is what you've done to yourself." But now I feel more confident, and it isn't. And I went in for it for the wrong reason. I went in for it. Oh, I want to get girls, but now I'm sort of like I don't care. Like, at the end of the day, like if they weren't going to set me when I was 120 kg, why are they going to set me now?
Yeah.
Like, they're obviously not the right person. But it's more like I don't know. I just feel good. Like I wake up, I've got a spring in my step.
Mm.
I don't know. Like me and my friend Theo, shout out Theo. We were doing this press up challenge where basically we think each other press ups every day, and I went from doing 4 a few months ago to going to do 32.
Mm.
So it's like I don't know. It's just such a great thing. And if anyone who wants to lose weight or anything like that listens to this, then feel free to DM Vlad, and then he'll put you in contact with me because I don't know. I feel like I do also want to become like one of them de facto personal trainers. So just like with James Smith, for instance, anyone that knows him, he's fucking fantastic. He says it how it is, basically.
Mm.
And yeah, I just really love this lifestyle, and I hope I know I'm going to continue, and I know I'm never going to go back to the sort of person who I
Yeah.
was.
And you said a key word there that I really liked. It was like you said it's a lifestyle, and a lot of
Yeah,
people start off and it's about losing weight, but in reality, it shouldn't be about losing weight because you can lose weight and get to a goal and then just scrap everything and you go back to where you
yeah,
were. And it really is a lifestyle choice, and it's a lifestyle shift to becoming like the person you want to be. And physical
yeah,
exercise, especially whatever way, it doesn't have to be going to the gym. If you like playing badminton, like that's good enough. You just do
yeah.
that. It's simple
I
stuff. And
walk, mate.
yeah,
Listen, literally,
walking's
all I
great.
do. Well, so because the gyms haven't been open, I'm not ready to go back to the gym yet because of all the old coronavirus and stuff. Mate, I live in the countryside. Literally, I will walk 5 kilometers a day minimum, just a walk. It's like after work, I might take the dog. I just enjoy nature and just having a walk outside. It's
Mm.
so refreshing, and the endorphins that are released once you do a nice workout. Or there's no better feeling, I promise you, than when you beat your record, where you run at a faster time or you lift a heavier weight. You feel like you're on top of the world. And
Mm.
I go every day to make sure I have become losing weight and being healthy. It's sort of like an addiction. It's like my crack,
Yeah,
basically.
it really is, and you get that same buzz, same feeling as if you were like doing something crazy
Off your
because
fucking nut, mate. Like
the
honestly, like
adrenaline is incredible, and every time like when I'm lifting, like when I'm lifting weight or I'm going for like a new PR or something, like the adrenaline and the buzz that's running through my body at that point, especially if you get it up and you're hitting something new and you're pushing yourself and you actually get it, that adrenaline, that feeling is so good and it feels so good, and that's what you're chasing every time. And it takes
Yeah.
a while. Like, I'm not going to say it's easy to get to that and it's going to
No.
happen straight away. It takes time to build that up, and they say it's like a runner's high when you're running, but it's the same thing in the gym. It's like that feeling of hitting a new goal or hitting that target is so good, and it's so amazing, and it's a little like win. It doesn't mean you're going to be like the strongest person or ever, or you're better than everyone else, but it's personal wins, like something that you set as a target, you aim for, and you achieved. That's those small wins just motivate you to do better in everything, including like staying on top of your diet, staying on track with your exercise and with your workouts, and then even just outside of your life, it's just pushes you to do stuff everywhere else. You like wake up in the morning where maybe you wouldn't have been like, oh, I can't be asked to make the bed. You're like, wake up, all right. It's like, all right, I'm a winner now, and winners make their bed, and that's what you do, and you start off like that. And that kind of shift it's like an exponential curve. Once you start and you start getting that feeling, you just want more of it, and then you just keep accelerating. And it's great.
No, honestly, it really is. And there's
so
no better
proud of
feeling
you.
in the world. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And there is literally no better feeling than when someone comes up to you and is like, "Oh, Bran, you look really well, by the way." And mate, the smile on my face. Even in most cases, I'm probably wearing a mask, but like, I don't know, it's just such a great feeling. And I don't think I would ever have done this without you being my sort of my PT basically. And
Yeah.
then you're doing it at the kindness of your heart, and you didn't want any money or anything. You was just doing it because you enjoy working out and you wanted me to better myself.
Yeah.
So this is almost as much a victory for you as it is for me.
Yeah. And I see it like that. It's like I managed to get you to do something that you wanted to, and I pushed you when I had to. Like, I got you. Got you to the gym and got you doing your weight and pushed you harder, but it was basically all you, because you could have easily stopped and given up, and eventually, like, I can't push you any further, I can't make you do stuff, but it's because you wanted it. And if you really want something, people, when they really want something, they go out and get it, right? And it just shows like how much or how badly you really want it, because if you're willing to work and graft every day to do it, and it's small stuff, and it takes a long time. And I told you straight away, I was like, before we started, I was like, don't get your hopes up. This is a process. This is a long-term thing. I'm trying to get you to change like your lifestyle. We're not here to try to like get you to lose like 15 kilos in a month. It's about like shifting and losing small weight, and it's going to take like 2 years to get to where you want to be. And you were like, okay, because I didn't want to dishearten you, or you to get disheartened from the start, you know. Like, I wanted to let you know, and then carry that forward so you understood what's going on. And it's about like teaching you. And I'm no expert by any means. I'm no expert on fitness and stuff, but I enjoy it, and I learn as much as I can from YouTube and online and other people. And I do the best that I can, and then I just taught you everything. Like, you'd ask me stuff when we're in the gym. It's like, oh, what are we doing here? And it was like, okay, we're doing that because of this, and this is how this works, and this is why you want to do that, and why you want to do things slowly and not quickly. And it's not about lifting the heaviest weight, it's about doing the exercise correctly, and eventually the weight's going to come, and stuff like that. You don't need to keep up with me, just go at your own pace and that kind of stuff. And I think that's just important. And a lot of people who are personal trainers and are doing that kind of stuff, they don't really teach you that. They're there for the money, because if they leave you in the dark, you kind of have to always come back to them for advice and learning, because you don't actually understand. They're like, oh, do this exercise. You don't know why you're doing it, and you don't know what it's working on, and you just, doing what you're told. Whereas I think good PTs, and there is a lot of them out there, they teach you how to work out and how to plan in future and work towards your goals, and then you can be set. They don't have to teach you forever. It's like they teach you enough where you learn, and if you need to come back to get more, then you do. But it's not about like trying to keep you in the loop forever and have you as a trainer. for your whole life. I think that's when a lot of PTs just exploit people.
No, exactly. That's so true. And also, I would recommend anyone to look at James Smith, PT. He's got a book called it's like Not a Diet Book, and he's getting a new book soon called like Not a Life Coach. So he's fantastic. He's very much like you. Very stop doing that. Just eat less. Like people say, oh no, oh you guys go to do keto diets, like all that sort of stuff. It's all bollocks. It's all bollocks. Straight up bollocks. Just eat less. At the end of the day, I promise you've seen my diet. I wasn't eating. Oh, I was eating asparagus one day. I was eating lemons the next day. Like no, like mate, my let's say a normal typical day at university. I would have a large vanilla latte from Costa. So that's like 300 calories in itself. I'd have a breakfast bar, and then for lunch I would have a bagel. I would have a packet of crisps, maybe a bar of chocolate. You get me? So I wasn't eating healthy. I was just eating less, and then that worked for me. And because listen, I'm not saying eat what I eat. I'm saying you should eat healthier, but people think it's something impossible change when all it is you're just eating less and you're working out more. You just got to burn more than what you put in. And I remember initially when I thought about first losing weight, people would say, "Oh, you've got to burn more than what you make." And I thought, "Wait, how am I going to burn 2,500 calories?" But then I realised if you sit at home and do nothing all day, you burn 2,500 calories. You just got to put the extra work in.
Yeah.
So you say no. So yeah, you actually told me a lot, and now I sort of like. It's just it's one of the things where now when I'm doing something, I know what I'm talking about now. And I know the actual, not the science behind it, but I understand why we do these things. And honestly, I mean, if it's the one thing I'd say everyone needs to get into, just get healthy, get into a healthy lifestyle. We're in a time right now with COVID-19 where it's the survival of the fittest, literally. And you got to put yourself out. And I pray to God no one does get coronavirus who's listening to this, or anyone in general, because it's a shit thing. It's tortured many families, but. You just got to make sure you're fit for situations like this, and also so you can live to see your grandkids graduate from university, for instance.
Yeah, it's like your life becomes these small sacrifices you make your long-term life a lot easier. And it's maybe eating like 3 packets of crisps a day feels good now, but I'm sure later on maybe you won't, but a lot of the time you're going to regret those things if something comes to happen. Like you're going to remember every packet of crisp, every bit of cake, every extra thing you would have eaten where you just didn't have to. And it's not, and you can eat like less and unhealthily. That's fine. You could eat just McDonald's and lose weight. It's not about what you eat. It's just about how much you consume. That's the thing. And
it really is.
Yeah. It's like, the way I think about it is like, people want to save more money. And there's only 2 ways you can do that. You can either make more money or you can spend less. There's no other way. That you can do whatever you want, but there's no other way to save more money. There's only those 2 ways. And it's the same with losing weight. You can either eat less or you can work out more. One or the other. If you want to eat 3,000 calories of rubbish every day and enjoy it, that's fine, but you have to put in the work for multiple hours in the gym. And it's going to be a lot harder than just eating less food, but you can still do it that way. It's just about that balance, and it's simple. And I talk when I had my friend Andrew on, who's someone that's very intelligent and has gone to university for fitness and understands the human body really well. Especially, he's an incredible personal trainer, and I recommend anyone go to him if you want that one-to-one. And he'll tell you the exact same thing, and everyone who really understands will tell you the exact same thing. It's just as simple as that.
Exactly. So listen up, people. Just eat less. Eat less and you know what? This it has. You can tell it's changed my life. Where the sort of thing where like whenever I walk into McDonald's, I actually hate it. Like okay, it's not good that I do this, but like every time I eat shit food, I actually feel bad. Which you're entitled to a treat, but at the same time, like you just get into this mindset where you're so used to eating healthy. Then as soon as you step out of line, you're like, "Oh, what am I doing?" But it's good because it keeps you on track. It keeps you from not going down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, but then there's also like you don't need to punish yourself for having a McDonald's or something like that once
No,
every 6 months. It's like it's like you
even
understand what you're
once a
doing.
week.
Yeah, like you just understand what you're doing, and you can have that McDonald's with, and if it fits in with your macros, or even if you go over your calories slightly for that one day, you just take it as it is, brush it off, and be like, okay, that's fine. We went over today. We indulge ourselves.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're gonna do better. And
Weight fluctuates.
yeah,
Weight fluctuates. At the end of the day, because so, for instance, what I've noticed is sometimes I'll be light one day but heavy another day. But that's because you don't know how much water has been retained. For instance, so,
yeah. There's a
people
million things. You're never gonna
fuck
be the same way.
scales.
Yeah, the scale is the only thing. Like you don't need to weigh yourself every day and look at your weight every day.
I did.
Yeah, and it's a healthy relationship to have because you're focused on like every day it has to be less, but really your body changes its weight every day. It goes up and down slightly depending on when you weigh yourself, depending on what you've eaten, and weighing yourself is good if you want to track progress, but you don't need to over track it. Weighing yourself once a week is more than enough. Like you
Yeah.
don't need to weigh
No,
yourself
yeah,
more than
no,
that.
very true. And I need to sort of listen to my own advice here, but thankfully, my weighing scale needs a new battery.
Mm,
So,
yeah,
I'm using that as a sort of excuse to not weigh myself and just to keep on doing what I'm doing,
yeah,
because I don't know, because I feel like how you feel, sort of thing. You know if you feel a bit heavy today, you feel a bit sluggish. If you
yeah,
wake up a bit more tired than what you are, it's like, oh, okay, well, obviously I had a bit of a bad day yesterday, so let me try and better myself now. But at the same time, you need to losing weight needs to be done for you. So no matter how much people are telling me to lose weight for years, i- if I didn't want to do so, I wasn't going to do it.
yeah,
I was, and I don't know. I feel like sometimes you have to hit rock bottom, because I feel like I did hit rock bottom when in that club, and I was sort of like, I don't know, and like I feel like you need to go through this sort of stuff for you to better yourself as a person. Like for instance, even the way even my own personality, I feel like had adapted since I've been losing weight. I feel like I'm a happier person. I'm a bit more like, I don't know, and I actually care about what I'm doing. So, for instance, I've got a love hate relationship with alcohol at the moment, where like I don't really like drinking alcohol, and I don't really like going to the pub, because I'm
mm,
sort of like, okay, cool. Well, all I'm doing is putting on empty calories. So
mm,
like, so I would much rather go for a hike somewhere. If you
yeah,
so I just feel like, I can't lie. I'd love to know how many times I've said I just feel like on this podcast it's been a fucking lot. And
yeah,
don't worry, guys. I'm very aware. I'm sorry, but it's just a good thing to say. So we're talking about the alcohol love hate relationship. It's not a good thing that that I am very cautious of what I drink, what I eat. But at the same time, when you've lived through 20 years of your life not caring about what you've been doing, and being some fat fuck basically, this is what you've got to do. At the end of the day, you've made yourself this mess. Now you've got to get yourself out of it.
mm,
So if you've got to be self-conscious, if you can't eat McDonald's for a year, well, listen, mate, you weren't complaining when you was eating McDonald's every fucking week, getting a 3-course meal, getting Krispy Kreme, and then eating dinner.
yeah,
Oh mate, if my son is fat, cool. Okay, the fat's the wrong word. Sorry, if I have a son or a daughter who's overweight, then the day it's their decision. But at
mm,
the same time, I feel like from day dot, I'm gonna get my children into a martial arts, get them into a healthy sort of lifestyle, and because
yeah.
it's the stuff that I wish I had, but I didn't, because my dad was a single. But was a single parent for a long time, so yeah, he had an ex-wife, blah blah. But yeah, so like he wasn't taught himself. So how did he expect to teach me a healthy
Yeah, of
lifestyle? But
course. And it's something that when you're younger you learn like
yeah,
kids learn it, especially when they're younger. It's like, okay, we need to eat vegetables and this kind of food, like ordering pizza and stuff. It is a treat, and we only get it every now and again. And you have to do it actively, because if you don't, and I've seen it happen where kids, when you give in to them, they'll take advantage of that,
yeah,
and they'll realize, okay, if I just sit here and complain enough, and if I say I'm not gonna eat, then they'll give me what I want. But sometimes it's about that firm parenting where you have to be. And I'm not a parent, and I don't have any right
yet,
to comment on it.
wink, wink,
Um,
still
but
come.
hopefully not just yet. Um, but it's something where you have to be honest and teach your kids and take them out, and you have to be active in their life and show them, because they just pick up off of you. If you're sitting on your arse all day just watching TV, you can't
Yeah.
expect them to do any better. It's not their fault. But if you take them out and you go like on a family to bike rides and out in the country, and you go and you do like stuff together, you could be like father son. You go out and you box together. Maybe not spar each other, but you teach your
I'm
son.
about to say, all right, please don't hit your kids, guys.
No, definitely not. But if you take your kids to boxing, something you do and they do it as well, that's incredible for both your relationship with them and them
Yeah.
learning from you. And it's little things like that people overlook when it comes to kids and growing up. And I know it's hard. Like, I'm not gonna say it's easy by any stretch of the imagination, but it's something that you definitely have to consider when you're raising kids, if that's
Yeah,
what you
no,
want to do, if you
I
want to teach
can't
them well.
lie. It's very funny we're here giving parental advice like we've been parents, but
Yeah, yeah,
also all I'm saying is what I'm going to try and do. Because at the end of the day, so for the first 18 years, probably 16 years of that kid's life, you're not their friends. You're their
mm,
parent.
yeah.
So I feel like some parents do have too much of a friendly relationship with their children, where like they're not very authoritative.
There's a balance. You have to
Yeah,
strike a balance. You don't want your kids to be afraid of you and not be able to talk to you openly, but you can't have them taking advantage and doing whatever you like. There is that balance when you have to be authoritative when the time comes and they understand that, and
yeah,
then your friends at certain times. And it's not easy. I definitely wouldn't say it's going to be hard, and there's going to be tough points in that, but I think it's something incredible. And I just think about it as what did I want when I was a child? What would I have liked? And I'm
yeah.
going to try do better, and that's my idea. But
That's all you can do. That's all parent is. All parent is you learning from what you had in your childhood and trying to better yourselves.
yeah, of course, um, and that doesn't mean anyone's going to be perfect, but it's a step in the right direction, and trying to at least do something better for kids and teaching them the right thing, basically.
Exactly, mon frere.
I think that's a great place to end it. We've been going for easily over an hour now, and it's been great having you back on.
Yeah,
Going to check in on you in the future as well. Definitely going to be coming back for more episodes. So make sure you.
and who knows? Hopefully, once this is done, we'll be able to do ones actually with each other.
Yeah, I mean that I would absolutely love that, but it's just the way it is right now. We have to do it
Yeah,
over Zoom and distanced. But at some point in the future, especially if people share it enough, and if you like the podcast enough and it gets big enough, we can really make this expand and get it done right. So if you want to really help us out, make sure you follow on all the platforms, follow on social media, share it with your mates, and yeah, like the podcast and check it out on every platform.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's great having you on, and we'll,
Thanks
Brandon,
so much for having me.
and I'll catch you in the next one.
Yes, exactly. So, guys, see you later.